I know every fifth Sunday we give I Love My Church offering, and that's kind of an old cliche, but I do love my church because it's so important to us that so many things in my family have been done there. With Debbie and me getting married quite a few years ago now, but both our daughters were dedicated there. They had their baptism there, and both of them got married there. So it's very important to us. And it's a good family to be a part of, and there's so many things that goes on behind the scenes that no one knows about. It just gets done, and it's a family that we need to be able to share with the community. I've been a member of the church since we had the activity building. I remember we got it up for a vote. There were some skeptical people about that at that time that wondered why we need the activity building. Well, what do we do today without the activity building? We have so many events there, and just it's just a blessing to have that. We hope to 20 years from now we're saying what we would do about the capital campaign we had back in 2019.
They used to have a prayer group come around on Wednesday night to come to my house and talk to me. And they was praying for me. I had no intention going down that morning. But when God gets a hold of you, you move. And I didn't know I was down to the front. I don't know how I got there. I don't even remember how I got there. But I got there by the grace of God. And He wiped me clean. He made a new man out of me. And I'm proud of my church. I'm proud of what they're trying to do. I hope and pray, if the good Lord will, it'll come through. And if it's His will, they'll do it. Nothing too big for God. It's never too big for God.
I think our church needs to be updated some. I think us not being handicap accessible really is a deterrent, because that means that our doors aren't open to all people. And I think the gathering place will end up being an important area in our church. I don't think we realize how much we'll use that. And I think it's important that when you support these, you're supporting the ministry of our church. And I think you have to have a building to be the center of that ministry. And I think it will be important for us to give and to support this activity.
I think we need to prepare for the future. We need to offer to our children and our grandchildren the same opportunities that we had to be in a beautiful building that meets the needs of our members, to be handicap accessible, to have an elevator, to have a meeting place. To me, that defines what a church is. It's a place that reaches out to all kinds of people.
I'm really thankful that Mr. and Mrs. Edwards, our next door neighbors, invited us to church really warmly. They brought over monkey bread on the first weekend of us living there.
Well, in order for anything to be successful, it costs money, and it's probably going to cost the kind of money that we don't just have lying in the dish on the dresser. So we have to make an intentional effort to find the money to give, because it's worth it. It's worthwhile.
I like church because it's very peaceful and quiet, and we learn of God from our hearts, and we sing hymns, and we go to Sunday school to learn more about Jesus and God.
It makes a difference. All the people in the church is our family. We love everyone.
I think it's important to invest in this because we are investing in ministry to people, and people matter.
The church is the people, but the people meet in a facility. We call it a meeting house. The meeting house should reflect the character of the congregation. Warm, inviting, cheerful, accommodating to handicapped people, available to people of all ages. And I think the church building needs upgrading.
I'm excited that they're building a place for some people so we can have more people coming to our church and taking care of others.
Well, as a member of the church, I just feel an obligation to be a part of everything that the church is involved in, and giving is a part of that. And so I try to do my part in that regard. I'm really excited about our capital campaign and our expansion of the church, and looking forward to the benefits of it.
The capital improvement project is important because it is a legacy program. It enables our church to not only build now, but build for the future. To leave a legacy in this place to our children and our grandchildren.
We've been hearing, shall I say, mutterings or mumblings or just conversation among our members for several years about several things that were problems, or at least to say issues, that needed to be addressed. And we've been hunting for solutions to those issues, and I think we found them.
Mary and I figured out one time that we've moved about 10 or 11 times in the last 35 years, and we know how hard it is to find a church where you really feel comfortable. And when we retired to Polk County a few years ago, we were looking for a church that we could really feel like we were a part of. And not just that, a church that would feel like a home, our last church that we would belong to. And we really feel like First Baptist in Tryon just really was perfect for us. And one of the things I really like about it is you can stand on our front steps and look up at the mountains and see what God created. And you can look at our facilities and see that someone in the past spent a lot of time and effort to create a place that felt like home, that was peaceful, and that allowed us to serve the community. And you look at our people, and they're all over our community, serving in all different kind of ways. And you see our church doing what I think churches are supposed to do. And that's one reason I would really support the capital campaign. It's really for our future.